Hola, family. How y'all doing? As always, I hope that this meets you in good health. And thank you again for sharing your space with me at this time, whatever time it is that you've been listening to this. Very recently, I was listening to an episode I did a while back. And when I say a while back, I mean 2023, honestly. And I'm so happy that I listened to it because it just speaks to how far we have come. And not just that, when I was listening back on some of the things I said, I was like, are you for real? Wow, I said this. I was so inspired by the things that, we talked about. It was just me talking on the episode, but then, I mean, you get the point I'm trying to make. And I decided to share an excerpt of that. But as always, I will drop the link to that episode in the description. I'm begging you. I've not begged you for the others. I think I should go and beg you. But in particular for this episode, honestly, I hope that it inspires you as it inspired me and as it will still inspire me in the future. But I would really love for you to go and listen to that episode. After blowing the trumpet for the episode, let me now do the excerpt for the episode. And on that episode, I talked about referencing. And I started like this, or I will start like this here. So many times we suffer the dire consequences of unhealthy competition. And over the years, I've learned, or you can even see that unhealthy competition is a product of comparison. And I've come to understand that comparison in itself did not exist as, it didn't come to be as a negative concept, right? What comparison did was to show clearly, to give clarity in terms of this is black, this is white. So black knows that it is black and white knows that it is white. But what happened when comparison started to take another turn is when black now sees white and says, I want to be white. And white sees black and say, I want to be black. Or black says, why don't I shine as much as white during the day? And then white says, why don't I shine as much as black in the night? Do you get? I know that I'm using figurative expressions with color. Color probably don't have a voice to talk, but you can see color. It's almost like color speaks to you. That's why you can clearly see the distinction between what I'm wearing, black and white. And back to comparison now. So, because white did not appreciate what it has or what it is, its own beauty, it started to look at black and as opposed to looking to complement each other, they now start to fight each other. And that is where unhealthy competition comes from. Now, away from colors to your own life, I would advise you that as opposed to having unhealthy comparison or comparing yourself with people, I know that we've often said, or it's often been said, that comparison is the thief of joy. True. But what I want you to do is instead of comparison, turn your comparisons to references. Take, for instance, you have an assignment, you have a project that you need to do. What are the things that you need to compile that project? You need references. And what does this reference do? They give you information that you will need or that you will build upon so that you don't make the same mistakes that they make, or so that you don't waste time doing something that another person has already done or another result that has already been produced. And when it comes to projects and assignments, you see how reference helps create better work. And if you apply this simple principle of referencing in your schoolwork or career work, if you apply it to other areas of your life where as opposed to feeling I'm not better or somebody is better than me, why don't you look at this person from the eyes or from the perspective of reference and say, what is this person doing that I can do? Or what is this person doing better that makes this person have this kind of result? How can I apply it in my own life? How can I complement myself with what this person is doing to produce equal results or better results? The goal of referencing is a relationship, while the goal of comparison is competition. Competition here and there is good, but if competition becomes unhealthy, what happens is that the outcome is not beneficial to everybody, because there's never a point where you stop and you appreciate the beauty of what you have done, because you're constantly looking at what someone else is doing. But when you're referencing, whenever you have a result, you are grateful for what you have, but more so, you are also grateful for what the other person has. So, with reference, you appreciate yourself and you appreciate another person. And I believe personally that if, as a world, we start to look at things like this, we're going to become better people and we will live in a better society. And then there's going to be growth on many levels because everybody is learning or taking one thing or the other from another person. Okay, this cloth is as beautiful as it is because the black appreciates the white and the white appreciates the black, and so they brought out a beautiful design. And on that note, I would also like to appreciate and give a little shout out to the designer of this cloth. Her name is Lynas Design, and she used referencing colors to create this beautiful piece that you have seen. I'm going to drop her details in the description. You can always reach out to her to get beautiful designs like this and more. You can make reference to her designs to also inspire your own or to do something that you want to do to make it better. I hope that this episode speaks to you as much as it did to me. And like I said, this is from a longer conversation, and I would love for you to go and check that conversation out. That conversation was in 2023, but it speaks more in 2025 as it did then. And I promise you, you will appreciate every bit of it. As always, I love you so much and thank you so much for staying tuned with me. I'll see you on the next episode. Adios. Peace.